So.
Good evening, and welcome to the 1927 Club. Tonight I am joined by Mr. Robert Boyle. Good evening, sir. How are we?
Good evening, my friend. How are you? Long time no see.
Not too bad. Yeah, busy, but I think the last couple of months I've been smashing overtime in and stuff, so I don't think I've done as many shows as probably what I have in the past, but I don't know, family comes first at the end of the day, but I know you're in the same boat, young kids and that, and especially this time of year, but you've got to do what you've got to do, mate, haven't you?
100%, mate, and all more reason for Side to start paying us. So there we
are. This time next year, when he's a millionaire, we might be all right.
I'll be millionaires, Rodney.
But no, in all fairness, but all good. Yeah, same with you.
Yeah, class, mate. Class. Just finally getting over my Lapland trip. So back to reality now. So it's nice to be in a warm.
Kids love that today.
Oh, it's mint, mate. It was class. Like it was so many boxes ticked I never thought I'd ever tick in my life. Like the reindeer rides and husky rides and stuff, and it's just nuts. But like literally, I can't remember. I think it was recently I was speaking to, and it was literally 3 days of darkness. I was out there, like no sun whatsoever. It was just dark every single day. No wind, but dark, like literally non-stop.
How did you manage with no Carlin for 3 days, Pat?
Do you know what? Funny thing is, though, they weren't Carlin, but one of the days we took a walk into the village, and they did have crates of Fosters in there. The local finish. I didn't get any, in fairness, but I did try the local cuisine, and it was like nearly €10 a pint. It was
nice.
Tiny, but no, it was good though. It was lush. Thank you. It was nice.
Happy days, but happy days. There's memories like those, your kids will never forget. But so fair play. It is.
Man.
Obviously, we're here tonight to talk about Lincoln City versus Cardiff City today. Disappointing result on the road, but again, especially after Tuesday night. And I think I said on a podcast in the week, it'd be typical Cardiff City to go to Lincoln on the weekend and lose after giving the performance they did against Chelsea in the week. And lo and behold, we come away. Very sloppy game, I thought. Difficult viewing. Obviously, I wasn't lucky enough to travel. Credit to the 1,600 Cardiff fans who did travel, but watching it on the TV was hard watching. But when
I was, mate, it was a hard watch in so many ways today. From what I've seen, from what I could physically see as well, it just looked like such a old school Division 3 game, like Division 2 game, whatever you want to call it. The size of the ground, the viewing, everything about it just screamed like lower division football, didn't it? The game, I don't think the game was great. In fairness, Cardiff tried. I know obviously we'll go into it in depth in a bit, but they tried to get the movement now, but I think I'm with you, Ange. I seen it coming. Like I seen it coming after the performances of the last couple of games. Chelsea, Stevenage, you just knew in typical Cardiff fashion would come crashing back down to earth, innit? But
Yeah, and that's the disappointing thing, especially, you look at other results as well today. Bradford lost, I think. So, it was a massive opportunity today for, to go a couple of points clear as well. So, obviously you don't know until after the game, other results and things. But when you look back on it, I hope today is not something, a hangover from Tuesday, should we say, that's going to kind of affect us. I don't think it will. I think we're still in a very good position. We're in the driving seat. But, is something's got to change, I think, in the way without we're playing. I think again we had large majority of the game today, 68% possession. But fair play to Lincoln. I thought they set up well. I want to say they bullied us at times today. Some of the challenges, there was a bit of shithousery there today, I think, and I think the referee could have got out yellow cards earlier than what he did. But it was just, from a fan's point of view, I was frustrated. Obviously, we went 1-0 down. Great goal then by Perry NG to bring it back 1-0. I think before we scored that goal, early second half, was the foot was on the gas type of thing. We were taking it to him, and I know we was 1-0 down, but I thought, if we score one, we're going to score 2 or 3 maybe. But as soon as we scored that goal, it's just, I don't know whether Lincoln pulled their finger out, but it only looked like it was going to be 1-1 after we scored that goal.
Yeah, and you would have thought, like I said, the lead up to it, like Perry's goal was class. Like there was, such a good goal. Like the build up to it was outstanding. A couple 1-2s, a couple different players. Like, it was quality. And you're thinking when that goal goes in, you're thinking, right, now's a chance. Now we kick on. Let's go kill him off. Now let's go for the sword, like, and then kill him off. But it just seems to be the case again, though. And like I said, like you said, mate, fair credit to Lincoln, mate. They are in the playoff positions for a reason at the end of the day. They're in a pushover. Clearly, they're seasoned League One team and they in League Two team, so they know that division. They know what it takes to win, and it is a different beast, mate, when you play against teams like that. It is, and I just think, yeah, a couple of naughty little knocks and stuff. Kellyman took a few batterings, didn't he? I think, mate, in the first half in particular. But it paid off, though. It paid off, like.
Yeah, 100%. But then it was interesting to see as well today, early doors, they mentioned about the referee. I think that, I'm not sure if he'd only done 3 League One games previous, or that was his 3rd one. But you'd think, it doesn't give you much confidence. I know everybody's got to start somewhere type of thing, but I just thought, Brian Barry Murphy got a yellow card apparently for one of the challenges Lincoln put in, and he was on the touchline, asking for a yellow card, so he went over and gave him a card. And yeah, it was just a frustrating performance to watch, I think, mate, to be honest. It was disappointing, but hey ho, we move on. Top of the league.
It's a quick turnaround, though, mate, isn't it? I mean, it's a good thing, I suppose. It's a quick turnaround, so rapid opportunity to play right now on Boxing Day, isn't it? So, what was it? What we 5-6 days?
Home against Exeter again. That won't be an easy one, but no games are in League One, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But let's dive into it then. Obviously, we'll talk about the side that started. Obviously, the main one for me was not seeing Nathan Trott anywhere on the team sheet. Apparently, I know he had a bump to the head, didn't he, in the Chelsea game on Tuesday? But apparently, he injured his hand in training yesterday. I'm not sure if anybody knows anymore, but that's literally something I heard this afternoon. But yeah, I suppose when you haven't got in between the sticks, I suppose that's a bit of a confidence knock straight away in it, do you think?
Yeah, 100%. And, it's not to discredit Turner any stretch of imagination. Like, obviously, he started off the first few games of the season as our number 1. I think he's a good keeper. But obviously, you like to have momentum. I know they obviously chop and change the centre halves, but that three is quite fixed, isn't it? Whether it be Fish, Lawler, Chambers, they're all one of the two sort of thing playing not playing. Sorry, beg your pardon. So they get used to each other. You'd think they probably trained with Turner leading up to it. I'm not sure if it was a late call with Trot. I can't imagine. Was it? Do you know how long
no,
it was?
I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure. And I rate Matthew Turner. I thought he was unlucky at the start of the season. We had a couple of good performances pre-season. Started the first game against Peterborough, conceded obviously the one goal via a penalty when we went 1-0 down, and thought he was quite harshly dropped in. But obviously Nathan Trotter come in and showed his minerals type of thing, and you can't really knock the manager for making that decision. And I think for Turner then to have so much time on the bench, I know he played against Wimbledon in that Virtue Cup thing and shipped 5 goals. I don't think he's played since. He's probably been on the bench, but yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? And that goalkeeper position is always going to be a difficult one. You're always going to have one who's going to play probably 90% of the games, and the other one's there as and when they need to kind of fill in, really. But it's a difficult one, but I know obviously you've played in goals previously, not anyway, not disrespecting you, but the standards of what our boys are playing. But if you're not playing week in, week out in that type of position, surely, I know obviously they train in every day and stuff, but there's nothing better than actually being out there, I suppose, and gaining that experience.
100%. You do get the ring rust from it. Talk well and good training with the team and stuff like that, and doing little in friendlies, behind closed doors friendlies and stuff, but nothing beats playing a proper, like I said, I'm saying this I played in a high standard, but obviously I didn't, but nothing beats playing a proper official game. It's completely different. But yeah, I obviously don't know how long Trot's out for. If it's his hand, you don't know whether could be one game, could be 5 games. You don't know how severe it is. Obviously, his hand is very much needed in that position. So I suppose you have to wait and see now how long he is going to be out.
Haven't he got a spare one he could use? They call him the octopus, haven't they? Got
I know. Yeah, I know. He must have one there. I was going to make a joke there, but I realised what time it is and what show we're on, so I thought I'd better not. So I'll leave that one. I'll leave that out for another show.
Was you surprised Callum Chambers wasn't in the starting lineup today? I thought he's done well, really, the last couple of games. Or was you happy to see Fish and Lawler back as a partnership?
That's a tricky one, because I was happy to see that partnership reunited because of how successful they've been. But you're absolutely right, I think Chambers has done really well. And I think it's a difficult one, because I like it when he does play, when he shows his experience, when he plays well, and he shows he has his experience head on. And today probably could have done with one of those experience heads. I know NG played, and fair play to him, but it probably could have done with Chambers in front of Turner today, just to have. It may have helped. I don't know. It's better maybes now, but that might
it's a wonderful thing.
I might have gone Chambers Fish today, just to have had that experience. And it's no disrespect to Lawler by any means, but just to have had a little bit more experience in front of Turner, just to protect him a little bit, potentially. I don't know if it would have worked. I don't know. But
and you mentioned there about Dylan Lawler, and again, he's 19. He's fantastic. He's going to be a superstar. But again, I think there was a couple of times today, 2, 3, 4 times maybe, where, obviously he was the main reason Chelsea scored their first goal Tuesday night, bless him. But again, today there was a couple of passes, were misplaced, and it's not like Dylan. It's not something that we used to seeing from him, really. But a couple of passes astray. But again, he's 19. he's a local lad. We're going to support him. If he makes a mistake, we're still right behind him, type of thing. But it's not something we're accustomed to seeing from him, really.
No.
He learned from that, I hope. Obviously, there's 2 games in a bounce now where perhaps he's given a couple of dodgy passes, but it's going to happen. But especially at this level, I think, and I think, going back to what we were saying before the start of the broadcast was, we went there today. We had 68% possession, but we're still allowing them 18 shots on goal, which is a mad stat for me, really, to be honest. Us ourselves, we only had 11 shots. To allow a team to have, 32% possession, still having opportunities, shooting 18 times, I just think that's bonkers. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, and anybody else in the chat.
Yeah, you're spot on there. And I think, so, not to blame, but who would you say then was spot on spot for that? Would you say that's, you think it's the centre mid then, really, isn't it? To break up the play. It should be on the centre mid. Also, depending on their attack, whether they're going route one or whatever, but, you think a lot of it is going to go through the midfield. And that tells me the midfield need to work harder to break the lines.
I think it's difficult, isn't it? The way that BBM wants to play football is obviously it's all fast paced. We're attacking at pace type of thing, and if we lose that ball in the final third or whatever, and we've got so many players going forward, it happened against Chelsea. There's so much space then for the other teams to counter attack, and it's probably something we try to do, open teams up and find that space, but. We definitely need to work on that. Again, if we'd played against a team with more quality, and no disrespect to Lincoln at all, obviously they had the 3 points today and deserved in the end, I think. But, teams are going to put us to the sword. We all want to get promoted to the Championship, and I think we're fully aware that we probably won't get back and spend 30-odd million like Wrexham did. So, our players that are in that squad currently, we've got to start to learn that, we got to change things during games if we can see that they're, where their strengths and weaknesses lie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, mate. And I don't want to single out players at all. But like Willock jumps out to me again, like the emphasis on him tracking back. I don't see it. Like you compare, maybe you shouldn't compare, but you compare to like the effort like Isaac Davis does when he tracks back, Keane tracks back second, and then like they'll bust a bollock just to try and get back and stop. But it always, a lot of times, it just seems to come from that left-hand side, the attacks and stuff, because he is a good footballer and he's good at what he does, but he just playing this way, you need your midfield to be tracking back and running their arse off to get back, because inevitably we get overrun on the counter then. So I don't know. I'm not convinced he's the right choice still. I think I must admit I missed the end because I had to pop out. Did Onate come on?
Not that I'm aware of, mate. I don't think he did, no.
Because he will standing behind you, Rob.
And again, with Tanner, I was surprised he was not named on the bench, to be honest. I'm not disappointed he didn't get on, really. I just want to make sure he's fully fit. But yeah, it was difficult.
It was nice. It's nice to see him on the bench, though, mate. It's nice to see him on the bench, and I think that should bring the group a boost. You don't necessarily have to play to give, and obviously I know it inevitably didn't work because Cardiff obviously lost, but it's going to be like having a new sign-in. I know he hasn't been out for like forever, but it is going to be like having a new sign-in back when Onate gets fit again. So obviously with Ruben out for the foreseeable.
Are we missing Ruben's press and his energy
back over this Christmas period, which I can imagine would be featuring a bit?
Do you think we're missing Ruben's press now and Zengi? Obviously, the last couple of games, we probably haven't discussed it really because we haven't missed him because obviously we're still winning games. Are you still there? He's frozen. You still there?
You frozen for me, but I don't know if I've frozen for you.
I don't know. We'll go to a break. Can you still hear me now or no?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We'll play the video. Bear with me.
Who's frozen, chat? Me or Angel?
I'm sorry. Thinking about owning your own home? Not sure where to start? Well, at Home.Limited, they help people turn the idea of home ownership into a real achievable plan. If you're wondering how much you can borrow, what deposit you'll need, or whether being self-employed or having past credit issues might hold you back, well, then you're not alone. And that's exactly why they're there. At Home.Limited, they specialize in tailored mortgage solutions, affordable routes to home ownership that aren't always obvious at first glance. They provide independent, unbiased advice, access to a wide range of support and lenders, and a dedicated case manager who works for you from start to finish. They take the time to understand your circumstances. They explain your options clearly. They remove the jargon so you know exactly where you stand. And from the first conversation through the application process, right up to getting the keys in your hand, they'll be there every step of the way with you. They'll also keep an eye on the interest rates. So while your application is live, making sure you're always in the strongest possible position. So if you're ready to move on from renting, planning your next step, or simply want to know what's possible, get in touch today. Visit the website, speak to the team at Home.Limited, and let's turn your home ownership dream into a reality.
Back in the room. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sound.
Happy days. I'm not sure what happened there. The joys of technology. One chap I did want to mention, he's starting to have a bit of a run in the team now, Mr. Perry NG. Are we back to seeing some of his best, maybe, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Last year, I think even he'd probably admit that he wasn't great. Whether it was because his head was turned somewhat, rumours of him moving on. Was it Preston he was linked with, I think, amongst others. But he looks like he's knuckled down, worked hard, and he's fighting for his place. He could easily have, with the rapid rise of Kapaki out, he could have easily just taken a back seat with it, but he looks like he's there when he wants to fight and make that right back position is. Yeah. Which is great to see. Like, it's great to have that. And, you know, like as we said earlier on, great goal today. Great assist against Chelsea.
I think he's been quite open and honest as well to say about how much he's enjoyed it since BBM's come in and taken over.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he said it's been his most enjoyable time at Cardiff. I think obviously there was rumours in the past he kind of down tools for previous managers and stuff, but obviously you don't know what goes on behind closed doors and stuff. And obviously he's been a stalwart for us really over the past couple of seasons. I know obviously the last couple of seasons have been difficult, but like he had Player of the Year, didn't he, two seasons on the bounce, and I think we all knew the player was there, but obviously for some reason he kind of for 18 months struggled a bit. But I'm really glad now he's back out there and he's putting a shift in for us, to be fair. I don't know if you keep freezing,
yeah,
Robert.
Perfect timing, isn't it? It's perfect timing for him to. For fuck's sake! I'm gonna jump back in a minute. 2 secs.
Yeah, no problems. Let's jump in the chat when Robert does that. Evening to everybody in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, Rhys David Evans is not with us this evening. Work commitments. So Mr. Robert Boyle has jumped in for us. Good evening, Paul. How are you, my friend? Evening, Matt and Rob and the chat. Hope all is well. Paul also goes on to say the performance against Chelsea took it out of us. No disrespect to Lincoln. I didn't think they was all that bad, but we are way off our standards. We should have done a Rotherham and got the game called off due to poor weather. Gaz, good evening, buddy. The whole game changed when Lincoln made their subs and the keeper and defender went down, giving the Lincoln manager time to talk to the players. And they had all the chances then on in. Yeah, I think after we scored their goal, but it was only one team in it, wasn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Could hardly see the game. The picture quality was poor with fog and the lightning could barely see. BBM said Trott injured during the Chelsea game. Nothing about training. Bagan was brought off for tactics. Is that a strange one for you, Bagan? Being taken off pretty much half time?
Yeah.
Given that he's been probably our most consistent player, really, hasn't he?
I think, like I said, from what I've seen, I don't think it was a performance issue. And like you think you'd need Bagan there to help out on that left hand side with what was in front of him. Like, so I don't know. It was a strange one, mate, to be honest. Didn't expect it. Not sure he got that right. But it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah,
it is what it is. Live and learn, I suppose. Paul said BBM said Trott got injured during the Chelsea game. Nothing about training. I think I've read that one. Comment from Paul. We lost it in the midfield today. Wintle and Robertson done well, but looked leggy. Kean did well, but Willock, I thought, went missing when we needed that outlet. I thought we needed Joel for his running. Yeah, kind of agree with that, but
you've got to protect Joel, though, haven't we? We've got to, you still got to be mindful of protecting these players a bit. And like I said, I think how he's protecting Isaac Davis. He is trying to almost not wrap him in cotton wool, but just trying to be careful with him. Like, obviously brought him off quite early. Well, I think he was one of the standout players against Chelsea the other day. But yeah.
No David Turnbull in the squad today. I frozen again. Oh, I can hear you. I don't know. So I don't know if you can hear me, Rob. But no David Turnbull in the squad today. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows if he's been injured after the Chelsea game midweek. Not 100%. But if anybody does know that, I haven't seen any press conferences before or after the game yet today. Jonathan Mordecai says Perry has changed playing style. May be back, but missing the housery. I loved his housery. Turnbull came on for Wintle. Oh, did he? I didn't think he was in the squad today. No, he did come on in the 82nd minute. My apologies. You can see how much I couldn't see of the game, but there we go. All fun and games. Yeah, he did come on. Ha ha. Yeah, it didn't come on for long and didn't do much, to be fair. So, all fun and games, but in it. But moving on and looking at Exeter home on Boxing Day. Boxing Day fixtures in the past, is that something you're a fan of, but?
I like it. I do like it. I've only been to a few over the years, but it's nice. And I think it's a nice tradition to have. I think it is a good tradition to have. And you've got to remember, like, not everyone who goes to football has a family as well, like has their own personal family or whatever, and some people only have their football family, and I think that's a nice little tradition to have, because it's generally quite a cheery and positive atmosphere.
It is this season. It is this season.
Yeah. And it's no doubt there will be this Boxing Day as well. It will be a nice positive vibe. People will no doubt go to like the Canton and stuff like that beforehand, and other pubs are available. But but you know what I mean? And I think it will be a nice festive atmosphere, and it's nice. Like, I do like it. I understand it's a lot of football and a lot of games, and it is it is very spenny over the Christmas period for fans, in particular. But if you can go and you are able to go, and I think it's a nice thing to do. I've got a football match myself on Boxing Day, so I won't be there. But yeah, it's a good one. I like it. I'm guessing you're going, mate.
Yeah, I'll be there Boxing Day. Looking forward to that. It's nice. I can't remember where we played last season, if we were home or away. My memory's not the best at the best of times, hence what I said about David Turnbull. But yeah, joys are getting older.
Easily forgettable, though. I'm joking.
But
don't need Turnbull fans.
The only thing I miss then, though, is Boxing Day dinner down my mum and dad's, because I'm going to the football instead, so we'd have to have that the following day.
Yeah. Well, I'll be good though, mate. It'll be a nice one. Like I said, it'll be good crack. Is the boys going with you as well? Going down there as well?
Yeah, the boys will be with me as well. So
class.
Josh loves that. I don't know if goal will be open for him to have a kickabout, but
I know. That's it. I know. Literally, when this is all get past this period now, I'll get back down there with Joseph. So we'll have to. I'll come back onto the goal out with Joseph again, because I was cracking. I was last time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's good. Crack little setup, mate. It's a good setup, in fairness.
Yeah, and what they do for the kids on match days is fantastic. So if anybody isn't aware, just up from Canton Rugby Club, they've got an outdoor five-a-side place called Goal. And on match days, you're able to park your car there. It does come with a cost. You can park in Goal, but if you do park there, they do give you a voucher to spend in the bar, so you can have the money back off it. But they do allow the kids.
It's about £20 a pint, though.
But they do allow the kids then to go on, if there's pitches free. They do allow the kids to go on and have a kick around. So fair play. It's a good crack. Think there'll be many changes to the team. I suppose there'll be 3, 4, 5 changes again when it come Boxing Day, bet.
I think so, mate. I think there'll be quite a few. Obviously, can't really comment on Trot right now. If he's fit, he goes back in. I think Capaccio may start right back. Obviously Bagan. I think Chambers starts. Not sure who instead of, but I think Chambers starts. Joel will start. I think Davis will start as well, and I think even potentially Robinson. I think
there's a lot of in our WhatsApp group. There's a lot of thing between Saleh and Robinson.
Oh God.
Yeah. But they're two very different players, and I don't think I'd find it hard comparing one to the other, because Robinson.
You can't compare them.
What's that?
They're chalk and cheese, mate. You can't compare them. They're two very, very different players, very different physiques, very different play styles, and they both offer very different things. Like, that's the reality. We can't compare them. As much as people would love to in our frigging chat, but yeah, you can't, mate. I'd love to see it work with both of them up top, personally.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that happen. Go the old school. Oh, fuck off, John. I love
Saleh's
to go the
number one fan, Mr. Jonathan Mordecai. He's he had that glorious chance when it was 0-0, didn't he? I think it was, and did it hit the bar? I'm pretty sure it hit the bar, didn't it?
The defender didn't catch it, in fairness, but I think Salik's got to be more committed there, though, and just power his way through.
Yeah.
It's easy to sit here and analyse it and stuff, but for me, the defender wanted it more than Salic, and that's how he managed to clear it. Great tackle, man. Fantastic tackle. Block, whatever you want to call it. But he's got to score that.
What's your thoughts on Omari Kellyman then? Are we going to keep him, do you reckon, for the rest of the season?
I think he stays for the rest of the season, mate. He's an interesting one because you look at him sometimes and you think this boy's class. Like he's quality. He's a very good player. But then other times, then he's just, I don't know. He does some great things like on the pitch. Like he does some fantastic things. But does the poor outweigh the good? I mean, I suppose how much wages are we paying towards him? Does anybody know? Like how spenny is he? No, I wouldn't have thought it'd be much. I can't imagine us paying much towards the wages for him. But I think that would determine whether we keep him or not. There's definitely a player there, mate.
Definitely.
He's definitely got some ability about him. But yeah, it's just he's had a run of games as well. It just doesn't seem to be still. You just want him to kick on, didn't he? You just want him to kick on and tear it up like. But
yeah, and obviously scored that goal the other week, didn't he?
Yeah,
good finish against Doncaster, I think it was. It was like deflection, but
yeah, that's it.
You just want him to that confidence boost because again, he's still a young man. Is he 19? I think 19, 20.
Well, yeah, he's not very old, is he? He's only a young lad. But yeah,
I'm hoping. Obviously, the Chelsea managers obviously would have seen the way we played against them Tuesday, and will think that the style of football we're trying to play, the game that we're trying to play. Then hopefully he'll see that we will benefit from playing games with Cardiff City between now and the end of the season. And like I said, hopefully we can get a run of games together. He can boost his confidence, and not only him. I was thinking to myself as well, hopefully that manager will look at, the way we performed on Tuesday and won't be afraid to send others to Cardiff should we need to.
100%. It's a good shop window for the club, that is. Like performances like that against Chelsea. It's kind of like, we touched upon it. I wasn't sure if it was myself and you or me and Reese a couple of weeks back. And in the past where we've been talking about the loans, like loaning players out, like Nakawas and Mafikos and stuff. In the past, I wouldn't have been that bothered about certain players going out the loan where they ended up. But now, you take a bit of an interest as to where they're going for their development. And we're looking at what clubs are going to suit them and help them progress and things like that. And, and that's obviously what these better clubs are doing as well. So I think they put themselves in a good window, mate, to loan some of these young talented boys. Because there's a lot of young talent upper divisions like would not get any game time at all who could do with men's football. So be interesting, mate. Oh, talking about loans, I'm not sure if you touched upon it. I didn't catch the end of your show the other night, but ex-Cardiff boy, the player Enquiries,
yeah,
the Welsh young man. Interesting. Not sure what I think of that one. I like him a lot, but
I'm not sure. Is he more physique wise? Obviously, I know he's a young boy, but is he a big lad? Is he a Salek or is he a Robinson type of striker?
He's a Robinson, mate. He's a Robinson. He's not. I'd say he's around about 5'8", 5'9". Got a decent size to him. Quick, explosive, strong. So I don't know. How that one's going to fit. with Salich and Robinson there as well. I don't know. He can play on the wing, but he's a striker. He's a forward.
Yeah, interesting. I heard rumours that he's been at the training ground and stuff, but I don't know whether that was, kind of during the international. I don't know. The only Chinese whispers I've heard, but I noticed he played for the under-21s Manchester the other night, and he scored 2 goals, I think. I'm not sure if somebody posted that in our WhatsApp group, but
he's good, mate. And I think we need to tie him down from a Welsh perspective, because I think back in the summer he was potentially going to represent Canada. I think it was Canada.
That's right.
Someone. So there's a big future there ahead of him, I'd like to think. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm just not sure if it fits Cardiff right now, though, with the 2 we have. I think one of them may have to move on if that's the case.
Yeah, Jonathan Mordecai just sent in the chat now, likely to replace Nayakawa when we send him out on loan. It'll be interesting to see what happens and what materialises there. I did want to give a shout out to Sai as well. Obviously, he does a lot of work behind the scenes, a lot of research, and does like the pre-match videos just to kind of discuss and preview the games. So if you not normally view them, please do normally come out around lunchtime of the games or sometimes the night before. Fair play to him. He's got more time in his hands than I have to be able to do the research that he does, but it's his baby, so if he wants to do that, fair play to him.
He definitely sent you those exact words to say, didn't he?
No, not really. But yeah, all good. Rob,
spot on, no, mate. Spot on.
I'm going to love it and leave it there tonight, but if you don't mind, because we'll keep it short and sharp tonight. Sil will be back with a breakdown tomorrow. I'm not sure what the schedule is now with coming up to Christmas week. I know I'll be back on Boxing Night. But obviously keep your eyes on the channel, and you'll get your daily fix from Cardiff City World, no doubt, right throughout the Christmas period. For everybody who tunes in and watches on a regular basis, thank you. Any newbies, if you do want to become members, you can. A couple of ways: by scanning the QR code, or by going on and following the information on Cardiff City World YouTube channel. Just want to say from myself, and Rob will probably echo it, thanks for all your support up to this point. Hope everybody has a great Christmas, and we'll see you on Boxing Day. Top man. Thanks, Rob.
Friends.
This channel is powered by an incredible membership community on Cardiff City World and patreon.com/AcePodcastNation. Becoming a member unlocks exclusive rewards from early access to live event tickets, bonus content, and even the occasional inside transfer scoop when we get it. But more importantly, it allows us to bring you top quality Cardiff City content 7 days a week. Across those 7 days, we're talking match previews, exclusive interviews, instant match reactions, the breakdown podcast, tactical deep dives, the spotlight series, Bluebirds Rewind, Academy Focus, and just so much more. Led by myself, backed by an army of passionate Cardiff City fans, this is content created by fans for fans. Balanced, professional, and 100% all about the club we all love. If you enjoy what we do, then join the community today and support what we are doing as we help to keep Cardiff City World flying high.